Alright.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hello, welcome to Gears and Gains. Today we are going to be debunking some car myths. Well, not debunking, but telling you why they're stupid.
With Fred.
AKA Pickle.
Yep. So let's start. Yeah. So one big car myth that a lot of people are convinced about is premium fuel being better for your car. It is not true. If you put premium fuel in your 04 Corolla, it's not going to get you better miles per gallon. It's not going to be better for your car. Now, there are some cars that are, the flex fuels who are tuned for E85, 87, 93, whatever. There are cars that are built for it. But your Kia Sorento doesn't need 93. You're going to waste your money. It's not going to do you a difference. It really doesn't. You may think it does, but there's a lot of studies proven at this point that prove that it's just not worth the money. It's not just put the regular fuel in. Your car will be okay. It doesn't do what you think it does anyway, so it's not that big of a deal.
Can add up to 155 horsepower. That's next. Number 2. E-brake on automatic vehicles. Okay, listen. Come here. Listen. Your emergency brake is for emergencies. If you drive a manual, you need to use your e-brake when you park it, unless you put it in first or a gear, okay? On an automatic, you don't need that.
You don't.
Your wheels lock, okay? If it's icy, if you're on a hill, and you have your e-brake pulled, it's gonna slide. Already pulled, and we're on a flat surface.
I want to go on a killing spree.
My God, this is a big one for me. Number 3 is your maintenance. Having perfect maintenance is good, and it does keep cars alive for longer. But there is a degree where you don't need to replace your brake fluid after 30,000 miles. I'm sure the manual will say that, but we're two guys, we've been in the industry a long time, and I've never actually met someone in the shop doing these things in real life that would say, replace your brake fluid after 30,000 miles. I mean, for years, cars that are 50 years older have had that stuff replaced every 100,000 at the soonest. New cars, they run better technology, they do better things, the liquids break down slower. You don't have to do this stuff. You don't have to do your spark plugs at 40,000. Your coolant at 40,000. Heck, even the filters are made better now. But everything, like even your oil changes, you're seeing more now 5, 10, 12,000 mile cars, between oil changes. Now, I'm a 5,000 guy. I'm still gonna do mine at 5,000.
Yeah.
But just about everything else, you really don't have to do that extreme maintenance. Some cars have problems. Some cars are more problem cars than others. Nothing ever is black and white. But you don't replace your brake fluid at 30,000 miles.
Next, warming your newer car up. Now, old cars, carburetors, you have to wait for them to warm up in order for everything to work properly. Fuel evaporation, vacuum, all that. That's what you need. Newer car, you need like 30 seconds to a minute, okay? You don't need to wait for your temperature gauge to be in the middle. You don't need to do that. As long as you don't start up your car and start driving like an idiot, you'll be fine.
We still let ours warm up for a little bit, but even that, there's plenty of studies that show you don't even need to warm them up. Come on, you're fine.
I'll be running late for work. It's most mornings, and
Hi guys, it's the next day. I'm definitely running late for work.
I get in my car, start it up, and I'm backing out of the driveway.
Yep. Number 5. This one irks me. Putting your windows down over summertime to save on miles per gallon because you don't want to turn your AC on. I get it. It sounds like it makes sense. And as silly as it sounds, just the aerodynamics, having all your windows down, actually is worse than just leaving your AC on. Yeah, your compressor's running and the belt's spinning the compressor, but it's not a giant twin screw supercharger on top of your engine. It's not that much draw. It's so little. It is, and especially with the efficiency of new cars. Some new cars don't even use alternators. They use inverters and all kinds of other things that really don't matter. So at some point, you really have to just be comfortable, turn your AC on, and close your windows, because if your goal is miles per gallon, maybe don't drive like an asshole. You could just put your windows up and turn your AC on. Yeah, you could. Like, there's a lot better things you can do.
Okay, this one, I really wanted to, punt somebody when I heard this one.
Antifreeze?
Being for winter time, so your car doesn't freeze. Like, your engine doesn't freeze. Some people, and it might be you, and if it is, tisk tisk, okay? Antifreeze is coolant. It keeps your engine cool so that it doesn't overheat and then freeze, lock up. That's what that means.
That's what that means.
It's not for the winter time. It doesn't keep your engine from freezing, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know how old you were before you found that out, but that's not what that is.
This is a simple one, but if you don't know, it's good to know. You don't always, in every situation, have to replace all 4 tires at once. It is something I've seen shops saying that stuff. Lucky enough, we've been fortunate enough not to ever really have to deal with that kind of stuff. But you do see people come in with that kind of situation. If you have an all-wheel drive system that's all-wheel drive all the time, you really should replace all 4 tires at once. That is smart. But if you have a front-wheel drive, a rear-wheel drive, and you have 5/30 seconds across the back and your fronts are bald, you can replace the front. And if you're front-wheel drive, that's better. You know, you have your big tires in the front that's going to wear the most anyway. There's times where it is appropriate, but in not all cases, you know, do some of your research on your own. You don't always need to have all 4 tires replaced at the same time. Tires are expensive, especially over the last few years. They've shot up in price. Try to save you money where we can.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something. Definitely look into it. You know, always get second opinions. It's not a bad idea.
I will say, rear-wheel drive is a weird one because you kind of want your good tires in the back because they're your drive tires,
Right.
But you don't want your steering tires to be bad either.
Yep.
So,
It's case by case. Nothing's black and white, but it's at least something to keep in mind.
right.
Exactly.
Dish soap on cars like Dawn, it'll clean it. It'll clean it really good.
Yeah.
It'll even clean your clear coat off. Don't do that. Next.
Year 9's a good one. Number 9. Car insurance. So say you're in a wreck and you total your car or someone else totals your car. A lot of the time when they come back to you with the number, it's normally not going to be the number you like. Like your 07 Lexus, they're going to tell you it's worth $4,000. And it might be, but a lot of the time I've noticed that businesses make money. That's just how it is. But sometimes you can argue this kind of stuff. Not all insurance companies, but this is another good one to keep in the back of your head. If your insurance company gives you $4,000 for your car, you can find comparables in an area. Say there's 5 other 07 Lexuses in the area, similar mileage, similar whatever, all selling for more. You can argue and say, hey, this is what my car is worth. I want what my car is worth. Sometimes they'll give you the shoe, but it's always worth the shot rather than just sucking up, crying about it. And especially things like if you don't have gap insurance and you owe money on a car, and you have to try to meet the gap from what they gave your car's worth. You can really,
what you can get.
Yeah, you're going to be in a pickle. If you don't have $2,500 out of pocket to finish that car, you know, you're really going to want to argue this a little bit. Last but not least.
So, this is a neat one. A lot of you probably already know this. Your key fob that unlocks your car, little fancy doohickey, because you don't want to stick your key in the door, right? If you put that under your skull, like say you're across the parking lot, you just take that little thing, put it under your skull, press the unlock button. That extends your range like
A lot.
And we're not messing with you. We're not
We're
trying
not
to get
messing
you
with
to go
you.
out there play with it.
The only downside, it does give you brain cancer.
I tell you what, it works for me every single day. So
What?
if I got to take brain cancer to get out the car, it's
What?
faster. If you guys enjoyed, any questions, leave them in the comments. We'll try to answer them, and have a beautiful rest of your day.
Pickle?